Hello everyone and welcome to my career mode series. This is my career mode with a difference where I've used English leagues and made a world league, which basically means for the BPL I've put the top teams in the world and it decreases throughout the league. So as you can see, for the BPL we have teams like Ajax, Manchester United, Juventus and so on, and in the other leagues you have other teams such as Liverpool, Malaga and other teams and like that. I had a bit of a hard decision on what league I'd choose, as I was thinking about choosing the top league, but then it would be too easy and it'd be over in 1 or 2 seasons. So I decided to go for League 2, as it'd be a bit more of a challenge, and then the series can last quite a long time then, if I do enjoy it and everyone else does. And the team I decided to choose was Flamengo. The reason why I chose Flamengo is because they wasn't the worst team in that league, but they wasn't the best, as you have teams, a few Barclays Premier League teams and a few German League teams in there, and a lot higher budget than I did, but I had about 3.6 million to spend with Flamengo, and I thought it'd be a bit of a challenge, and hopefully I can get to League 1 with them. And now I'm going to skip all the boring parts, but here we go. Now here's the first look at my team, and then you have my best player obviously was Wagner Love, but then we had also a few good potential players such as Adrian and one called Matus, I think. And now I've just skipped a bit where I finished my squad, and now I'm going on to my first transfers, looking to buy some players. And what I noticed was I had a bad defence. So my team, one of my defenders was 33, so I wanted to boost my defence. First I looked for quite a young player, I think from 70 overall, but max age of 21. And I searched. Hopefully I was hoping something would be in my budget. But as you'll see in a minute, most people there were plus 3.6 million. So I decided to put a filter on it, as you'll see in a minute. There's a few good players there which I've used before, like Alaba and Fabio, which I've made in some other career modes I've played before, but I decided to put a bit of a filter on up to 3 million, I thought, as then I've got a little bit more to spend on some youth players. So, and then when I thought about left backs, one came into mind, which was Mbaye, as he was cheap and he had a good potential and had quite a good overall already. So I had a look. He was straight away there, and I picked him out straight away. He's only worth 2.2 million, so I decided to go with a bid of 2 million to try and get him on the cheap. But I think you'll see how that goes out in soon, as I wasn't too successful first time round. I think now I look to sell off some dead wood that I wouldn't use in the squad. But a lot of the players were already just joined the team, so I couldn't sell the ones that I wanted to, which were actually worth a few million. But there was also a few players retiring as well at the end of the season, so I would need to boost my squad up, as it was only a squad of 33, so it wasn't the biggest squad. As you'll see there, a few of the players were just recently joined. But at one point in this video I do make quite a big mistake when I get a transfer offer from from a club for my goalkeeper. But as you see now, I've got some emails off the board. And then my league objective is to finish mid-table, but I do hope I'll be able to exceed that and hopefully gain promotion straight away. And then there's also the FA Cup and Carling Cup, which will be exciting since it'll have the best teams in the world in it and be quite a bit of a challenge. But now I'm going to advance to see if Mbaye accepts the Inter Milan accepts the offer from Mbaye. And you'll see in a minute, they declined the offer and they said they'll accept in the region of 3 million. So I went straight for that, and I went straight out for 3 million. So then I'll advance, and you'll see in a second that they accepted 3 million. So I put in an offer for £6,000 a week, an important first team player, hoping that he'd accept that offer. And then there's just a bit about international management, which isn't too important, I suppose. But then, as you'll see in a minute, Mbaye declines the offer as he doesn't think the league's prestigious enough. I suppose it is the League 2, so I decided to put in £8,000 a week as I had plenty of wage budget and crucial first team player. And as you'll see in a second, that he accepts the offer and it'll make our first signing of the season and of the series. Then I decided, as I had £600,000 left to spend in my transfer budget, I'll have to make another signing. But first, I'm placing it by into the squad and taking out the 33-year-old as he's only on the downhill from now. And I was looking at a few other players to change from the centre back because he was getting old as well. But I did notice I had a good 20-year-old in the squad, Thiago. I can't even pronounce that name, but he looked like he had good potential, so I was interested in playing him. And now that's just my squad again. And I was looking at all the different players to see how young the squad was. And now I go on to looking at a few other players, and there's someone that I've always brought in my career modes, which is I brought him because he's cheap and he grows to around 90 overall, and I can get him for less than 600,000. So I thought, not sure if I guessed it, I went for Lucas Piazon from Chelsea. In real life, he's just went to Malaga on a loan or something, or some Spanish team on a loan, I suppose. But I think I haven't updated squads in this yet, so as you'll see, he goes for 425,000, and I thought it was definitely worth that. So I thought I'd try and get him even cheaper for putting an offer for 400,000. And as you'll see in a minute, they actually accept the offer straight away. So I thought I'd go straight into the contract offer, and I've put in can't even say that word. I've put him in for not a big role, as I thought I wouldn't be able to use him much as he's only a young player. And you'll see in a second. Here we go. This is the big mistake I made. As you see, Southampton offered 4.4 million, but I didn't see that, and I thought they offered 3.5. So I thought, I'd go for 3.8, get a bit more. But I've just missed out on 600,000, so it was a bit of a silly thing. But instantly, I realised what I did, and I tried to see if I can go and change what I did, but it wasn't letting me, and I was quite annoyed with myself when I realised that. And they offered 4.4, and I counted offered for 3.8. Probably the most serious thing I've done on career mode so far. But as you see, it's coming up to the pre-season friendlies. But first, Lucas Piazon accepts his contract, and now we're coming up to the end of the video. So let me know what you thought of the video, and I hope you enjoyed it. And next episode we'll have the pre-season friendlies. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, everyone, and goodbye.